Dogs are amazing creatures that not only serve as faithful human companions, but also have unique habits and behaviors. Their behavior often raises questions and sometimes perplexity. Why do they scratch the ground after using the toilet? Why are they chasing their own tail? Why do they sometimes act like they're talking to nothing? In this article, we will look at some of the most common and interesting behavioral features of dogs. Understanding these habits will help you better connect with your pet and create a harmonious relationship. Let's start with the first one. Why do dogs scratch the ground after using the toilet? Dogs often scratch the ground after they have relieved themselves. This behavior is related to the instincts inherited from their wild ancestors. In the wild, dogs scratch the ground to stretch their paws and leave a scent that serves as a signal to other animals. This helps them mark their territory and inform other dogs of their presence. In addition, by scratching the ground, the dog may try to hide its tracks, which is also an instinctive behavior aimed at protecting itself from predators. Why do dogs chase their tails? Chasing your own tail is a funny and often observed behavior in dogs. This may be due to playfulness and a desire to have fun, especially in puppies. However, sometimes this behavior can indicate boredom or stress. If a dog chases its tail too often or does so in an aggressive manner, it may be a sign of a nervous disorder or lack of physical activity. It is important to provide the dog with enough games and exercises to avoid such behavior. Why do dogs have zoomies? Zooms are periodic bursts of energy when the dog starts running around the room quickly, jumping and playing. This behavior is often observed after sleeping or resting and may be due to the dog dumping accumulated energy. These zooms help the dog to maintain physical fitness and improve mood. It is also a way to express joy and satisfaction, especially when a dog sees its owner plays with toys. Why do dogs jump on people when they meet? When dogs jump on people when they meet, it can be a sign of joy and greeting. In the wild, dogs greet each other in a way that shows friendliness and establishes contact. However, this behavior may be undesirable, especially if the dog is large and strong. It is important to train your dog to greet you more calmly, using positive reinforcement and patience. Why do dogs eat feces? Coprophagia, or eating feces, is a behavior that can cause owners to be confused and disgusted. In dogs, this can happen for several reasons: a lack of nutrients in the diet, curiosity, or a desire to attract the attention of the owner. Sometimes puppies can copy the behavior of mothers who clean their nests. If your dog eats feces, it is worth consulting with a veterinarian to assess his health and possible dietary adjustments. Why do dogs lick people's feet? Licking the feet of the owners can be a manifestation of love and affection. Dogs use licking as a way of communicating and expressing their feelings for you. It can also be a way to get your attention or ask for something like food or a game. In some cases, licking may be associated with exploratory behavior. Dogs explore the world through taste and smell. Why do dogs bite their hands? Biting hands can be part of a game or a manifestation of excessive excitement in a puppy. However, if the dog starts biting violently or aggressively, this may indicate behavioral problems or a lack of socialization. It is important to teach your dog the right boundaries during play and to use positive reinforcement to teach more gentle behavior. Why do dogs bark at nothing? Dogs can bark at nothing for a variety of reasons, from boredom to instinctive behavior. Barking can be a way to get your attention or express your anxiety. Sometimes dogs react to sounds or movements out of sight that are not noticeable to humans. If the barking becomes excessive, it is worth considering additional walks and mental stimulation for your dog. Why do dogs eat earth? Dogs can eat dirt for various reasons, from curiosity to a lack of minerals in the diet. Sometimes it may be due to a digestive disorder or just playful behavior. If your dog often eats dirt or exhibits other unusual eating habits, it is important to consult a veterinarian to rule out possible health problems. Why do dogs drag their butts on the floor? Dragging the back of the body on the floor may be a sign of discomfort or itching in the anus. This behavior may indicate the presence of parasites or allergies. If your dog often drags his butt on the floor, it's worth contacting a veterinarian for an examination and treatment recommendations. Understanding dog behavior is the key to building a strong bond with your pet. Each of these behavioral manifestations has its own reasons, which can be both instinctive and related to the emotional state of the dog. By watching your four-legged friend and taking into account his needs, you will be able to provide him with a comfortable and happy life. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the new releases. Write in the comments what oddities you observe about your dog. We'll figure it out together. See you in the next videos.